keep getting carded by the woman who works in my neighborhood deli. And I know we should be really flattered when we get carded, but once you hit 30 and you get carded, you can't help but feel like, really? Are you screwing with me? Because let's just take a step back and take in this situation you see before you. I am standing here in a mom cardigan down to my ankles. I'm purchasing a $3 bottle of Chardonnay and a single roll of toilet paper on a Friday night. I'm offended you think this would be me at 20. So if you can just pack up my items in my reusable shopping bag, I need to go home and Photoshop the necklines out of my Facebook pictures. Thank you. Facebook has made me the laziest person ever. I'm friends with all these old classmates from school on Facebook, and do I put any effort in actually catching up with them or acknowledging that we're entirely different people from the last time we've seen each other? No, I'm just like, oh, Jordan Schwartzbaum, the last time I saw you, you peed in the sandbox. And now you're a constitutional lawyer. That's great, accept, and that's it. And we don't do that in real life, right? We don't walk down the street, recognize someone we haven't seen in 20 years, nod in acceptance to each other, and then hurl a giant box of pictures of our kids and our dogs and our vacation photos, and then say nothing until it's each other's birthdays. We don't do that in real life, yet we do it every day in our cubicles. I am trying to make more friends. I am. It's just really hard to be warm and outgoing and friendly and take interest in what other people say and still remain sober enough to drive home. I am really trying to work on that. I will actually tell you the type of friend I am. I'm currently accepting applications if you guys are interested. I am the friend who believes your upcoming wedding is a huge mistake. You should not go through with it. Something is wrong with that fiance. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I fear you're going to end up dead in a dumpster. And I will tell everyone this but you, because that would be rude. And I really want to be the maid of honor. So I am that friend. I'm currently accepting applications. I am married. Here's the one thing I know for certain about marriage. The one rule I know is that every single night for the rest of your life, you must have a 20-minute circular conversation about what you want for dinner. What do you want for dinner? I don't know. What do you want for dinner? I don't know. What are you in the mood for? I don't know. What are you in the mood for? I don't know. What are you not in the mood for? What are your process of elimination? Tacos. We can make tacos. No, I don't want tacos. Why didn't you say that when I asked you what you were not in the mood for? Well, I didn't know I didn't want tacos until you said tacos. Okay, fine. No tacos. Yeah. And then you stare at the evening news until somebody caves and finally makes something. Probably tacos. And that is marriage. That's the only thing I know for certain. I wish there was a tooth fairy for adults. Wouldn't that be fun if we had a tooth fairy for adults? But instead of getting something under your pillow every time you lose a tooth, every time you lose a little bit of your dignity, you get something under your pillow. Like a Plan B pill, or bail, or a box of wine, or dignity. That'd be fun. I know I'm getting older because I now feel inferior around a whole new batch of people. I used to feel really silly around the really tall and the really skinny. Now I just feel inferior around that kind of smelly, really hairy guy at the supermarket who had the mind to bring his own reusable produce bags while shopping. I hate getting stuck in the back of the line with that guy because his bounty just looks like a gorgeous cover of Moral Superiority in Wine magazine. while my groceries just looks like what's left over at the bottom of a garbage can after the garbage truck dumped it out. Just like a potato chip sack marinating in garbage juice. So that's my new thing. I was a terrible math student, if you cannot tell by the career choices you see before you right now. Terrible at math. Comedy is for people who are incapable of doing anything but aren't hot enough to act. So that's the rules about comedy. Horrible math student. I once got an F+ in math. I was so terrible at math, I actually got a grade that was not mathematically possible. What does the plus, how do you fail plus? Plus more parental disappointment, maybe? Maybe if the plus sign was replaced by the letter U, I could better understand that grade. So life is officially a slow march to death when you get invited to game night. Once game night becomes a part of your social calendar, you guys, it's over. It's over. Your youth is over. The party is over. In fact, all parties are over. It is just categories in the suburbs until you drop dead face down in an egg timer. I don't know what happens at some point when we can't socialize anymore. We just need rules and regulations and little plastic pieces. Wasn't there a moment that all we needed was booze, talking trash about people who aren't in the room, and denying that you were the one who threw up in the kitchen sink? And that was enough for a party. Now we do this. So guys, I will leave you with two thoughts. If you've seen me at game night, I don't want to hear about your master cleanse. I don't want to know about your master cleanse. I don't want to know what's going in you. I don't want to know what's coming out of you. I don't want the recipe. I don't want the DVD. I don't want the book. I'm never ever buying cayenne pepper in my life. I don't go on any diet that sounds like a war crime. That is my rules about master cleanses. If you guys ever find yourself bored at a restaurant, I recommend watching a group of women divide a check at the end of a meal. It is unbelievable because we just use our nitpicking skills to be awful to each other. And there's always that one friend who's the control freak who's gonna totally figure out the check for everybody else, and she has her little tip calculator ready to go. Okay, so you guys, we need $13.66 to cover the 9% tip. Why? Because that waitress gave me a weird look and I don't like her. So, Amber, you had that extra iced tea, but Jenny, I did see you got that extra jalapeno popper. Yeah, we all saw that. So, Jenny, you put in $1.16, and Amber, you put in $2.16. Now, Lori, you had the same meal as Nancy, but you did have the shrimp, so you're gonna have to put $6 more in. But I did notice that Meg owes you $1 from 4 months ago. Remember that, Meg? So Meg, you put in $1, and then Lori, you put in $5, and wait, I have to start all over again. So Amber, and at that point, I'm just happy to pay the check for everyone. You guys, my name is Laura Mannino. Have a great night. Thank you.